You go to Germany, these guys physically they're strong. Oh, they do have skillful players. Oh, okay, there's certain areas where they allow you to say, let's leave them. As soon as they come to our half, they cross the center line. Then we put pressure on them. We don't give them space and time to think. Oh, okay. You go to England. Oh, they play crosses. Oh, hey, those guys are big, they're tall. Oh, okay. Now when you go to the league, you'll find those teams in your league that they play similar football. Now it's easier for you to adjust because you know you've played different games.
Mr. Vilakazi, you touched on something because we are in preseason at the moment. So I want you to go back. Talk to us about your preseason. What was preseasons like for you at Orlando Pirates coming into the season? So the viewers can understand the work that goes in. Because you just said it shortly. You said preseason is very important for the team and getting people together. What was your preseason like? Because I can tell you what my preseason was like. At Manning Rangers, we used to go to the race course.
Yeah.
We used to run around. We used to just run. Gordon Ingerson used to have us running. Yes. I don't think I ran so much in my whole life. So what was your preseason like at a massive club like Orlando Pirates?
Yeah, man. I think it's I will say almost the same thing that you also went through with Coach Courtney Freese, because I remember at some point when he was also at Pirates, he used to take us there in Durban. We'll run in that race course and then go to the beach and run. And I think way back, the running was more. Everyone thought running is very important more than playing games. But with football, as we grow in football, we tend to realize that in preseason, you need more games than training itself. Because by the time the season starts, your players, they should know that, this is how we should play. They need to understand their roles in the team. The match fitness is so important because you cannot, when you start the season, you're still looking at trying to find match fitness. The other teams are collecting points. So with the experience that I've got now is that preseason, you need to play more games. More games, they help you set up the system, look at the players, who can play which position, who's comfortable in playing in one position, how do they support each other in playing when we attack, when we defend, who's our weakest link, how can we help him so that the opponents, they can't even see that is our weakest link. All those things are so important. But way back, we used to run. We will run like nobody's business. And then come season, then we starting, all of us, we struggle, all of us. But now, because of football has grown in such a manner that by the time the season starts, all the teams are ready. They're just collecting points. They're ready. The match fitness is there. Perfect. There's no worries.
So I want to ask you a question here. So thinking about preseason, you played under different managers.
Yes.
I played under only two variety of managers.
Yeah.
We had Gordon's preseason. We both played under Gordon. Gordon's preseason was, I would almost call, military-wise in terms of getting lucky, right?
Yeah.
But I remember when Ted Dumitri came to Rangers.
Yes.
Preseason was, at one stage, I even thought to myself, I'm not going to be fit yet. Because from day one, the balls were there. We were playing games, set pieces, working on, and I was thinking to myself, I'm not going to be fit. My body's not going to be ready.
Yeah.
Which preseason did you find was your most effective, and under which manager?
It was when I went to Denmark. Because when I got there in Denmark, I've got this mentality of, preseason, Jesus, we're going to run, man, it's preseason. But when I go there, I find out, like I would say Monday, we play a friendly game in Czech Republic. After the game, we fly, we go to Spain, we land there in the evening. Tuesday, we just do a recovery. Wednesday, we play a game in Spain. After the game, we fly, go to England, and then on Thursday, we do recovery. Friday, we play. And like we are playing friendly games every after a day. We play a friendly game today. Tomorrow it's off. Friday we've got another friendly game. And I was like, what type of president is this? Then I asked the coach, because it's preseason, are we not going to run, go to the gym and all of that? Why are we playing the games instead of, running up and down? Then the coach said to me, look, preseason, I need to get you in the shape of playing a game. I need you to be fit for the game. I need you to understand your teammates in the game situation. I need your teammates to understand you in the game situation. Doesn't help me as a coach if you're gonna train and not play games, because your players understanding you at training, there's no intensity. You'll always look at who's the weakest link and then play around that person. And then so that I will always see you as a very good player. But you know yourself that for you to get a lineup, you're going to that left wing, that left back, knowing that he's weak. So when you attack that player, you will always come on top. And it doesn't give me a clear eye in terms of how should my team play, because remember, a training is not like a game. A game is so intense. Two, you playing against somebody that you don't know, somebody that will make you work, somebody that he's gonna make you not to lose the details that I gave you, to say this is what I expect from you in the game. Go in and do that. And also, everyone in the team has got his own details to apply in the game. So once you guys understand those details in those games, come time for the league, it's just gonna be easier to compete in the league, because now you are used to that intensity of playing games. After 2-3 days you play games, so your body will respond. You're not gonna get tired. You'll play season in, season out. You're not gonna get tired as long as your preseason will be games. That's why it's so important that when it's an off season, you need to rest. You need to shut down. You don't need to run. You don't need to do anything. You just need to rest, because that body, when it comes preseason, I push you guys. I come with new tactics. I come with different roles in the season. And I want all of you guys to understand those roles, so that by the time the season starts, you are ready. Fitness is not a problem. The problem is, do you know what is it that you need to do in the field of play? I would rather have a player that understands the role that he needs to play than having a player that is fit but doesn't understand the details of the game. So that's why it's so important to play friendly games at different places, so that you can analyze yourself to say we play the game in Czech Republic. The Czech Republic, they play aerial football. They're physical. They don't give you space and time. They're always, trying to close it down. And then now you go to Spain. Spain, they allow you to have a ball. They try to close the space, but they don't put pressure on you until you get it to their final third. That's when they try to close it down. So these guys, physically, they're strong. They do have skillful players. Okay, there's certain areas where they allow you to say, let's leave them. As soon as they come to our half, they cross the center line. Then we put pressure on them. We don't give them space and time to think. Oh, okay. You go to England. England, oh, they play crosses. Oh, hey, those guys are big, they're tall. Oh, okay. Now when you go to the league, you'll find those teams in your league that they play similar football. Now it's easier for you to adjust because you know you've played different games.
So, Benedict, thank you for that, man, because you're basically saying use the preseason to educate the players.
Perfect.
Instead of running them to death.
You'll run them. They'll run in the league. They'll play football. They'll run, but they're not going to play football. They'll run, and then they'll be surprised. But why are we conceding? We are fit. We can run up and down, but you can't create chances. They forget that when you play a game, you need to create chances. You need to score. Where did you get that time of working in creating chances? Where did you get that time of working in finishing? How to defend the set pieces, how to attack the set pieces is very important.
So my last question to you, you've had these two experiences. So already I can see the Denmark experience gave you a fantastic picture of preseason. Which preseason didn't give you a good picture?
Hey, my brother, going to that race course in Durban.
We used to go there, honestly.
Look, running that race course, that grass is big. It's going to the sand in the beach, running there up and down. Yes, my brother. It was one of the hectic one, but yeah, man. At that time, they thought it's working, and yeah, here we are today talking about it, and we're laughing about it because we had to do it, and we did it.
I listen. I've got memories of it. You and I were doing the same thing under the same manager. Wow.
Yeah.
I used to hate going to the race course. I used to hate it. Honestly, and for our viewers that are listening, the Durban July is held at a race course in Durban. The course distance is just under 3 kilometers all the way around. It is an absolute difficult period, especially during preseason, which was during the summer period then.
Yeah.
Absolutely terribly long course. And we used to run that maybe 4 or 5 times in a day.
Yes.
And the man is standing there with his watch. And he's standing there with his watch.
Yes.
And everyone has to come in ahead of the goalkeepers. You got to be in ahead of the goalkeepers.
At that time, I hated running without a ball, man. And he said, look, if you want to be a good player, you need to run here. You're going to be a best player this season. So we have to run, man. What can we do?
Benedict, thank you very much for coming on today.
Thank you, my brother. You're welcome. Anytime, I'm always available.